Hello everyone, it's me, Nancy Finch. Excuse me. Happy Monday to everybody. I'm doing another Tea with Nan, so I hope that you can join me. Today I've got my chakra cup. Isn't that beautiful? Reminds me to open my own chakras every day, which I do, of course, and they keep you well. So I hope that some of you can join me for a nice cuppa on what seems to be a very blustery day today, but I love it. So it's really refreshing to get out there. I've already been in the garden today, so I hope you're having a good Monday so far, guys. If someone wants to come on here and say hi, I will send you a lovely Nan hug, which is what I like to do on a Monday, isn't it? So I hope you're all okay from last week. Hasn't the week gone quick? Right, so today is Trust Your Higher Self. That is what I'm doing today. I'm talking about how to trust your higher self. Whoever's just come on here, oh, hi, Annie. You're the first person on today. Well, I'm going to send you a really big hug right now. So I hope you're well and I hope you're happy. So good morning and lots of hearts and loves to you too. Oh, well, today is all about how to trust your higher self. That's not easy, but it's something we have to do and have to learn to do. So, and some of you on here will know about this because I'm always going on about it. Oh, I've got a heart from you. That's so lovely. Thank you, Annie. Yeah, I'm always reminding people about how to trust their higher self. It's starting to rain, so it's really going to be loud in this conservatory. So what exactly is your higher self? Well, your higher self is like the part of you that's always got everything right. The person, oh, hi, Linda. It's lovely to see you on here. Good morning and happy hugs. Happy Monday to you. So your higher self is a part of you that is the achiever, the person that passes a test, that gets that job done. Any part of success that you've ever experienced is your higher self doing that. And it's really good to stay connected to that, trusting that part of you to get the job done or whatever it is you're doing. And most of us have done this already when we've set ourselves a task. We've thought, well, I've done that before and I'm going to put lots of energy into it. And if you get it right, well, some part of you, you'll trust yourself to do that again. So that is trusting your higher self. Your higher self is the achiever. And I've got lots of stories about this really, but I teach people how to connect to that part to make life easier for you. Well, when I went to doing college, when I was learning all my things at college, I was having a really, really bad time, and for lots of different reasons in the family, and lots of things were going wrong, and my mum was very ill and everything was going wrong around me. And I remember going to college thinking, I can't do today. I am so tired and I can never achieve anything in that place of self, I thought. So I told my higher self, that part of me, I trusted me, higher self, you do today because I can't do it. And it was on my weakest day. I'd only had 2 hours sleep, there'd been lots of issues, and I thought, I'm just going to trust the subconscious part of me, which is what I'm talking about here. We are talking with, we're understanding the conscious level is about 5%. 95% was what I was talking to, that part of me that knows everything on the inside that I didn't know. I didn't know I knew. So to give an example to that, I gave my whole day to my higher self. You do today, I can't do it. Now, there were exams going on and all sorts that day for all the complementary therapies I was doing. And basically, I was at my weakest point, as I said. So I gave it to my higher self and I relaxed. I imagined that I could trust the part of me that could do it in almost an automatic way. And, I heard these words come out my mouth on the exam, and all these things were absolutely brilliant. Everything I said was good. Everything I did was great. And it was on that day that I got nominated for Complementary Therapist of the Year award. Keep pointing to all my certificates you can't see. But it was on that day people nominated me and they didn't know what I'd been through. They only saw the evidence of my higher self doing the job that day. And it was brilliant because I had no idea that was going to happen. I just let go. And in letting go and trusting yourself is when you can get what you really need, whatever that task is. And it was, as I say, one of my worst days, and it certainly proved to be one of the best. Because without that, I wouldn't be talking to you now. It gave me the confidence to do and achieve other things. And the more I let go and let my higher self do this, the better it got. I remember when I got all my certificates and everything was great, and I was now going to be a complementary therapist doing a mobile. The very first treatment I was going to do, I sailed up, I was just driving off to this place, and part of me was still really doubting myself. You know, you're rubbish, you go home, who do you think you are? Those kind of feelings. The sabotaging part of me that didn't believe in me, with no confidence, believe it or not, that part of me was the issue. I didn't have any confidence to do the job. So I let it go. I said to my higher self, you do this, I can't do it. And you know, it was so easy. And I had wonderful feedback, which gave me more confidence to go and trust myself again and to do more with my life. So that's just, I've forgotten about that one. I was going to tell you about another one, actually. The one I went to go see the Dalai Lama many years ago, I used to be terrified of driving. I couldn't drive anywhere up the county. I couldn't. Quite a lot of new things like that would scare me, you know, going places on my own sort of thing. That used to scare me a lot, and driving was one of them. So I remember wanting to go to see the Dalai Lama. Someone had given me tickets, and I thought, I've got to go. Got to go. So I'm going to have to drive. Now, these were like 5 different motorways from where I am now, and in horrendous weather, no sat-nav. How was I going to do that and find this place? So I gave it to my higher self. You can do the driving. I am going to relax and trust that I'm going to get there safely, because that best part of me is going to do the job for me. And that's exactly what happened. I got there. Oh, hi, darling. That's lovely to see you. Nice to see you, Aloni. So it's really good to have you join me. I bet you trust your higher self when you're on stage. It's lovely because you trust that part of you to do the job. You trust that part of you to create music, and you trust that part of you to do the job, you know, to perform properly, you know, to do it to the best of your ability. And if you trust that, you're going to have a better chance of success. So that's what I did when I went to go see the Dalai Lama. I let my higher self do the driving. I got there no problem at all, and I came back the same way. And I was trying to teach people about that when I was there. It took all the stress out of the situation. So then I can trust myself to do it again. So it just kind of opened my world up a bit so I could do more with my life because I trusted my higher self. It's amazing. So that was something I've seen evidence for. I can do it for big things, but I also do it for little things. How would you use it? You could use it for, I don't know, building up your bank account, or oh, it's nice to see you. I can never really pronounce your name, Alani. I think it's Alani. So you have to forgive me. I'm very bad at pronouncing names, but it was lovely to meet you the other day. And I hope that you can enjoy the talks and things that I do on here, because I like to inspire people. And happy Monday hugs to you. But okay, I use it for big things like driving or new adventures or having an achievement in some area of my work. I always use my higher self. I do that before I actually do any talks, any meditations. I then have to pass it over to my subconscious and trust that somehow that is going to produce what I want, that evidence, that success that I'm after. I watched this happen to another lady once, many years ago, and this big hall demonstration of how someone can hypnotize someone and bring out the best part of them. So this hypnotist, there was a very shy lady in the audience, and he chose her to be the most amazing dancer. And he clicked his fingers, and there she was, dancing around the room like she was absolutely a professional dancer. She was brilliant. And then he clicked his fingers again, and she went back into a very tiny place of self, and very shy. And she couldn't believe that she'd been doing this wonderful dancing. But you see, on a subconscious level, we have so much stored. All the information that we need is in there. We've been taking in lots since we were born, and we don't even use that. That's all in our subconscious self. So quite a lot of the time, you have the ability underneath the surface of your consciousness. All you have to do is trust it. And really, it's about detachment and intention. If you can trust that part of you, the more you do it, the more you'll trust. But letting go of it is going to take away the pressure. It's going to help you to relax. And when you're relaxed, you do a better job, right? When you're relaxed, when you're happy, when you're calm, then everything flows much easier. But if you're tense and worried, it's the worst thing that can happen, because then you are frozen in yourself. You're not really expanding. You're not trusting. You know, when I did a speech at my son's wedding, everyone else had all their things written out, their words written out. I chose not to. I chose to trust my higher self to get every point I wanted to across very easily. And I did it without any effort, and it was absolutely brilliant. It was so much fun. And I was very proud of myself, because years ago I'd have been too shy to get up and do anything like that. I'd be too shy to come on here. I'd be too shy and no confidence, as I say. So it had to be something that I gradually developed, this trust in myself. You know, I sing, as people know, and when I'm singing on stage, I'm doing my jazz stuff, I have to trust my higher self is going to remember all the words. And she does. She remembers all the words. Thank you for the heart, whoever gave you that. That's lovely. My higher self does a brilliant job. I watch myself achieve. That's how we do it. Oh, hi Annie. Another Annie's on here. Lovely to see you, darling. And when you trust yourself, you are helping your body to maintain its body's energy. The chakras here. Hi Annie. Happy Monday to you too, darling. Thank you for the heart. So all your chakra energy responds to different thoughts and feelings. And as soon as you are aware that, you know, I'm going to start trusting myself, trust opens this one. It opens your crown. It helps you to think better. As soon as you tell yourself you're trusting that part, as soon as you let go, you're helping this area. Detachment helps this area here of your body to work better. You're making yourself feel safe. That's another area is going to be stimulated. And you're giving yourself an action, a controlled feeling. I'm giving it up. I'm going to not think about it. I'm going to trust myself to achieve it. It's going to be a stronger sense of self as a result. So there's lots of reasons why you can do this, and I do this a lot. And by the law of attraction, because you're trusting yourself or seeing a result of success, you're more likely to attract more of that because you're feeling it. And more than 17 seconds, there's a story there, but you lock it into your consciousness and the universe returns it. It's as simple as that. So you should learn to use your higher self for every little thing. Big things, little things. I would use it for little things as well as major things, because then you learn to trust that has happened, and that meeting with so-and-so is gone really well because your higher self's done it. You trusted your higher self and let go. You made a great meal for the family. It could be tiny stuff. It could be something of a tiny challenge maybe. And you're just going to trust your higher self to do a fantastic job. And when you trust yourself, as I say, it leads to more, and it expands you. It makes you grow, which is a good thing too. So I've got a couple of things that is really, like Nan Talks, for instance. The Nan Talk I'm thinking of is Sort It Sunshine. Now, this is about your higher self, but it's about recognizing your inner child's needs, giving it up, or your conscious needs, giving it up to your higher self, and you detach. So with that, that's in the yellow section of my Nan Talks. If you can go onto my website, which is www.nancyfinch.co.uk, you can pick it up there if you forget what I'm saying today. So this is where you identify, looking at your hands, you identify your feelings or what you need, and you give it up to your higher self, and your higher self gets the job. But when that is achieved, you have to be a team. You have to thank your higher self. And so I'll go into much more detail how to achieve that when you watch Sort It Sunshine. And a lot of my clients absolutely love that, because it does get you what you want, because you're simply identifying it, setting the intention and detaching from it. And then you trust yourself, which is a lovely feeling. Another thing we've got is Tea with Nan. I did just a couple of weeks ago, and that is Get Out Your Own Way. Oh, hello, whoever gave me the hug. Thank you very much. I can't see your name on here. Oh, it's Kerry. Hi, Kerry. Good morning, darling. Happy hugs to you. Get out of your own way. That's a really nice one. And that's kind of encouraging you to detach. And it also references Sort It Sunshine. So those two reinforce what we're talking about today, which is a good idea. Just if you sort of think you need more encouraging. Oh, that's nice. Hi, Kerry. That's so nice. You say lovely words on here. So when you do learn to give it up to that part of you, that subconscious part of you, is amazing. You've either got that stuff, that all the knowledge you need, all the information that you need to achieve to move forward in your life in some direction. You've got that inside you. But also, if you give it up to your higher self and it isn't in your subconscious, by the law of attraction, because you're trusting that is going to happen, it's a double winner, really. It's going to be, the law of attraction is going to bring it to you. And that's another big story that we can get into another day about the law of attraction. I do workshops on it. But if you're feeling this, if you're feeling it, that you can achieve it, whether it's in your subconscious or whether it's drawn to you, as I say, by the law of attraction, it doesn't make any difference. You're still getting it. And you are still grateful. And gratitude is really good for your immune system. So this particular concept of trusting your higher self is good for every part of you. It's good to move you forward emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You learn more, you know, and there's lots of different ways you can do that. You tune into yourself. What do I need to achieve today? Even if it's not measuring a very intense high level, you could just think that is going to be easy to do because I'm going to trust my higher self, that part of me that gets it right. You know, just tune into that part that looks and feels and is the best you can be. It's like having an older sister or brother who gets it right and you're inspired by that. That's how we're looking at this. That's how we're treating our higher self. We're connecting to it. I'm having fun detaching. And all my clients, as I say, love it. There's another way you can use this. Looking at your day, like I said, looking at some achievement you need to have. Expand yourself with that. I mean, just think, what can that be? Is it next week? I've got something next year I want to do. My dreams, my aspirations, any area of your life. Physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. What would you like to give your higher self the job to do? If you don't know, you're a bit sort of, I don't know what to say, then you can always use a pack of oracle cards like these. Any cards will do, actually. But these I've chosen. My spirit guide said to show you these today. So if I didn't know what to play with this higher self concept, I would shuffle the cards. I'm going to do this for you now, guys. And you've got listening. There we go. Listening is a lovely card. So you would say, you could use that card. I know it means listening to yourself and your guides. You could say, higher self, I want you to help me to learn to listen to my needs and to my higher self. Oh, hi, Julie. I want you to learn to listen to me, connect me and my higher self together. That's why I want that feeling of teamwork. So I would say, higher self, make me a team with yourself. Make me a team with my spirit guides. Okay, let's choose another one. So you've got listening, which is a wonderful card, where you become more aware of your needs. So once you're connected to your higher self, you will become more aware of your needs. Then you can give it back to higher self. It's really pushing the easy button, you know. I felt when I was driving in places that were very challenging to get to, I always felt like my higher self was doing the driving and I was sat in the back, metaphorically, with my inner child, feeling so relaxed. It's a lovely feeling. So there's another card I've drawn for you, Serenity. You would tell your higher self, I want to achieve serenity, peace of mind. Help me achieve peace of mind. It's your job today. And so it might be peace of mind. It might be something practical you need. It might be anything. It could be something in a relationship you want to achieve, any aspect of success. Think about what you want, what you would love to have and play with today. Think about it. I'm going to have an easy day. Right, higher self, make sure of it. And you have to be a little bit bossy with the higher self, because then you're not asking, you're not saying please. You're saying, I expect you to do this job for me. The better part of me is going to do that. And when you do that, you're assuming it's going to happen. If you said please to yourself in that concept, it wouldn't carry as much energy. But when your higher self does the job is when you have to then say thank you to yourself. And you become a real team. And when you're a team with yourself, it's like having a car with petrol. You can go anywhere and do anything. But you have to learn to be a team with yourself. And this really does get rid of self-doubt. And it gets rid of, as I say, self-criticism, anything that's negative towards yourself, because you see yourself as an achiever. And once you see that, there's no stopping you. You move your emotional balloon to a higher place. You are now in a place where you can stay physically and emotionally much more able to stay well because of it. So it's lots and lots of reasons why you can play with this. So if any of you want to come back to me and tell me how you get on with this, you can always email me on nancyfinch@hotmail.co.uk or chat to me on here, which would be a nice thing to do as well. Just tell me how you get on with it. Use it as homework this week until I see you next Monday. Think about, what can I get my higher self to do? I remember doing this, thinking I was going to let my higher self do a whole week's worth of work. I was going to take the rest of the year off, if you like, guys. Let your higher self do all the tasks. If you're tired, let your higher self do the work. If you're feeling despondent, let your higher self get you into a new place or bring something into your life that brings you into a happier place. All those aspects can be covered. But start to use and trust your higher self today. and see how many rewards you get from doing that, because it is such a nice feeling to trust yourself, when I myself had never trusted myself. All my life I've had quite the opposite feelings towards myself. So it is a lovely thing to start playing with, and your brain is listening. You know, you form new synapses in your brain, new pathways of thought, and it becomes naturally more positive when you start to trust yourself. So trust your higher self. Be aware of your needs, whatever those needs are, and give them up. Let your higher self do it. You take the rest of the day off, or the week, or the year, whatever you want. Feel the tension leave your body. Feel relaxed. Hi, Nikki. Happy Monday to you, darling. If you've missed some of this, you can always listen to it again. It's all about trusting your higher self, and everybody needs to do that. Everybody. Because we've all got challenges, or we've got things we want to achieve, or we just want an easy day. Just have an easy day if that's what you want. See what it is that you need and give it to your higher self, and detach and trust. Okay? As I said, there's lots of ways you can use this concept. You can use some cards and think, oh yes, I fancy a bit of that, whatever the cards are telling you. Whatever, it might be abundance. Higher self, get me some abundance in all areas of my life. And then you say thank you. So with humble love, say thank you to yourself for achieving it, because that will show appreciation, and it will keep you using this concept. So I think we've covered everything, really. So yeah, keep your emotional balloon high with this, because whenever you feel lower or you feel the tension in your body, recognize it and then change it. Change it. Give your higher self the job to move you into a different place for that, whatever that is. Okay? And take the pressure off, because we're all much better when we take the pressure off, aren't we? And as I say, we achieve a lot more. It's all in there. You know so much more than you realise on a conscious level. Let your subconscious, where the higher self can develop you into a better place, use that aspect, that concept, so you're not doing all the work. People get so tired physically and emotionally because they feel the pressure of life. Let your higher self achieve for you. Great. I think I've covered everything I was going to say on here. I've got a little thing to remind me what I'm doing. I hardly ever look at it, to be honest. So I hope I see you next Monday. I trust that you will use this higher self-trusting thing for your, give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. Hi, Carl. How lovely to see you. I've never seen you on here before. It's great. Give yourself a big Monday hug from me. And I'm sure you already use your higher self for lots of things that you achieve, but continue to use your higher self, because it is, as I say, pushing the easy button. And that feeling of being a team with yourself is so good for you. It's good for you to recognize what you need and give it up and trust that part of you to get it for you. Oh, very good reminder, says Annie. Yes, well, it could be any little thing as well. It could be the allotment you do, Annie. It could be growing something. It could be getting something. It could be all the tasks you have in mind. It could be anything at all. It could be sorting stuff out for Christmas or anything. Higher self's got the job. You don't have to relax. I mean, you don't have to work so hard. You can relax just enjoying that part of you to pop an idea into your mind. Wow, that's great. I never thought of that. My higher self's great. That happened the other day to me when I was thinking about a present for someone. I couldn't think what to get them. Higher self, you sort it out. And this wonderful idea came into my mind shortly after. And it turned out to be perfect. So I think, play with this idea of being relaxed and using your higher self for anything you can think of. Okay? Annie says she'd forgotten some of that. Yeah, we do. We get so used to working so hard and achieving. We think we have to do all the action. But if we detach and trust, it's kind of like you're sitting down watching yourself do the most amazing job, and you will achieve it. Most times you will, if you can just learn to detach and not think it has to be hard work to begin with. Once you know something can be easier, when you let go, then you start to use it more, and you're not as tired. You have more energy. So that's one way to inspire yourself every day. Use this. Trust your higher self. This will be on YouTube later, guys. I'd love it if you could share it with your friends and family. And also, if you're watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe and share. I'm trying to get it out there, and it'd be lovely for you to all tune in to the website and use everything I put on it. Oh, thank you, Annie. It's really nice that I can remind people how to push the easy button in life. and to keep their emotional balloon high, as I keep going on about, it will have an effect on your physical self. So I want to keep you all happy and well. And I shall see you next Monday at 12 o'clock. I don't know where the time goes. It's gone 25 minutes already. Stay happy, keep your emotional balloon high, and have a really easy week, and let your higher self do everything. You relax. I will have a good day, Annie. Thank you. I've got lots of nice things planned. You take care, everybody. Give yourself a hug from me. Namaste. Lots of love. And I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody. Bye.